I almost forgot to record. Okay. Um, so tangent 30, we already know what the values are for that. We have to go ahead and look at our unit circle, right? It is root 3 divided by 3, which is right here, right? So once we do that, then we're able to do A. It's 7 divided by the root 3 over 3. We do a little bit more of our fractional arithmetic, and we get that A is 7 root 3. So we substitute that in there. And then lastly, for C, we have opposite, and we need the hypotenuse, so that tells me to use sine. So sine of 30 degrees is opposite over hypotenuse, right? Which is 7 divided by C. Do a little bit more arithmetic. We get the next line down. Sine of 30 degrees, we know what that is. That is 1/2. So we can go ahead and substitute 1/2. And we get 14 at the end. So at the end, we get all 3 sides that we need. Got it? Okay. Let me put you guys in some groups so you can try 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want you guys to I want you guys to try them out, and we'll come back. Okay. You guys good, bad? Good. Okay. Any troubles? Okay. I'm gonna bug another group. Main session. Oh. Not joined. Are you guys good? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Not really.
It's
So
a. Go ahead. Sorry.
sorry. So do we just have to find what tan 60 degrees is?
Well, you have to find the two missing sides. Don't worry about the angles, just the missing sides.
Okay.
So we have to find the opposite and adjacent, or not hypotenuse and adjacent.
No, so for you guys are number 2, right?
Yeah.
You guys need to find the opposite and hypotenuse.
Well, that's the opposite.
Yeah, it's based on the angle.
Oh. Okay, I get it.
So you have the adjacent, you have the 60.
Okay, yeah.
Got it?
Yeah. Wouldn't all this add up to, because the angle you gave us is 60 degrees.
Right,
Yes.
pi over 3.
And that's also 1/2, right?
Depends on what you're looking at. So if you're looking at sine,
I'm looking at cosine.
A cosine, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
Oh, it's different for sine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did mine wrong. Okay.
Okay. Let me go bother another group.
Okay.
You guys, thumbs up, thumbs down.
For me, I'm not sure if you're supposed to use sine or cosine.
It depends on where the angle is.
In the example above for number 4, how did you get the 1/2?
When I did sine 30,
Yeah.
yeah, that's from the unit circle.
Oh.
So let me put the thing up again. You guys aren't looking at my screen yet, right?
No.
No? Let me share screen. Boom. Okay. So in section 5.2, I put this thing up there, right? It's supposed to be a trifold, so it's supposed to fold into like 3 pieces. In there, you have this thing right here,
Yeah.
your unit circle. So then I need a sine of 30 degrees, right? So I go to the 30 degrees and I look at sine, which is 1/2, and I'm done. Does that make more sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So besides that, you guys good?
I think so.
All right. Okay, let me call you guys back in so we can cover our answers. What do people think? Good, bad, easy peasy. Cool. How many people are left outside? There we go. Okay. All right. How'd you find that? Easy stuff. So notice all it is, right? All that we've been doing for everything right now has been that SOHCAHTOA. Okay, hold your question for the practice exam for another 15 minutes. Once we're done with this, I'll give you guys maybe 15 minutes to ask me some questions. Okay, because I really want to finish up 5.4. Okay. Okay, I want to do number 1 and number 4. No, never mind. Number 1 and number 2. Okay, so for number 1, right, we have the hypotenuse and we have an angle. That one, right? So there's an opposite that needs to be solved, and there's an adjacent that needs to be solved, right? And we have our hypotenuse. So a lot of you guys had this problem in your little groups just now. Which one do I use? It depends on what angle you have and where it is, right? So let's go ahead and knock out the opposite first, right? So we need the opposite and we have the hypotenuse. That's telltale sign for a sine, right? So sine of 45 degrees, right, is equal to the opposite over my hypotenuse, which is opposite, which is the thing that we don't know, divided by 5. So this says the opposite is equal to 5 times sine of 45 degrees. Okay, we know what sine of 45 degrees is, so 5 times root 2 over 2. This is going to be 5 root 2 over 2. So and this is 5 root 2 over 2. Okay, so we got this answer from here. Okay, and then last, we need to find the adjacent, right? So we need the adjacent. We have a hypotenuse. That's cosine, right? So cosine of 45 degrees is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, which is adjacent over 5. Same thing as before. Adjacent is equal to 5 times cosine of 45 degrees. We know what cosine of 45 degrees is. That's actually root 2 over 2 as well. So 5 times root 2 over 2 is equal to 5 root 2 over 2. So we have the last one. 5 square root 2 over 2. That's how we got that one. And we're done because we found all three sides. Okay? This one, same idea. Here's our angle. It's pi over 3. And we are given the adjacent. So we need to find the opposite. We need to find the hypotenuse. Yes, it is also the same. So if you guys remember, let me go back to this one. Why did it stop recording? Oh, okay. If you guys remember from our little quick geometry lesson, this side is equivalent to this side. So once we found one of them, the other one had to be the same because it's a 45, 45, 90 degree triangle. Okay. So it is an equivalent argument. Okay. So now this one, we need to find an opposite and a hypotenuse, and we have the adjacent, right? So let's go ahead and try to take out the opposite. Let's see if we can find opposite first. So we have an adjacent, we need the opposite, right? Those two things show up in tangent. So we need tangent of pi over 3 is equal to opposite over adjacent. And the opposite's the thing we don't know, so we'll keep that as opposite. Adjacent is going to be 60. So, yeah, if we do our arithmetic right, this is going to be the opposite is going to be equal to 60 times tangent of pi over 3. Okay. So pi over 3, the tangent of it, we're going to go to pi over 3. We see that sine is root 3 over 2, and cosine is 1/2, right? So then this means this is equal to 60 times sine of pi over 3, which is root 3 over 2, divided by cosine 1/2. And if you do this right, 60 times square root of 3. So now we have this. So this is 60. Whoa. What went there? What happened there? I'm gonna move some stuff. So we know that this, I moved everything. Okay, this right here is 60 square root of 3. Okay. So let me actually color coordinate this. This gives me that. Okay. Now, the last thing we have is hypotenuse, right? We have adjacent. We need hypotenuse. That means we need cosine. Cosine of pi over 3 is equal to 60 divided by the hypotenuse. Okay, so then that means the hypotenuse is equal to 60 divided by cosine of pi over 3. Cosine of pi over 3, we're going to go ahead and look at our unit circle. That is 1/2. So it's going to be 60 divided by 1/2, which is 120. And we are done. We know that this is 120. Do people feel comfortable with this? Kind of, sort of?
No, I think I need a little bit more practice on it, but I'll be fine with it later.
Okay. Now I do. Okay. So this stuff is very common for applications. That is fine. If you switch it to degrees and get the same answer, that's fine. You're technically adding a step for yourself, but it's equivalent and you get the same answer, and there's pretty much no difference in it. So you're fine. That's fine. Okay. The usefulness of this all, right, is being able to use this in sort of everyday life. Okay, so this is actually the thing that is most used in physics and in engineering. Let me write it again. It's the same stuff. Okay. It's SOHCAHTOA, still SOHCAHTOA, okay? But we're actually going to use it in an application this time, right? So went for the hike the other day and I wanted to find the height of a tree. Why would I do that? I don't know. Then again, I'm tracking coronavirus numbers for the county. So yeah, I can see why I could do that. So I walked 30 feet away from the base of a tree and measured the angle of 57 degrees from the ground to the top of the tree. And I want to find the height of the tree, right? So the best way to go ahead and do these is to draw a picture, right? So here's my tree. And I'm going to give it some right? I walked 30 feet away from the base. So from here to here, this is 30 degrees, right? Or sorry, 30 feet. Yes, 30 feet. And from here, I measured the angle to the very top of the tree. You guys probably see where this is going. That's going to be 57 degrees. So for these, you're going to need a calculator, which is okay. You are allowed your calculator on the test for this. I don't see how you would be able to do these without it. Okay. And I want to find the height. I want to find this thing right here. I want to find h, right? So I want to find h. I have 30 feet, right? If we look at SOHCAHTOA, that means I have the opposite. No, I have the adjacent, and I need the opposite. So then that means I need tangent. So tangent of 57 degrees is equal to opposite my h over my 30 feet. So that implies the h is equal to 30 tangent of 57 degrees. So now we'll go ahead and go into our calculators. Just a word. It depends on the angle. It depends on where your angle is. So see, the angle is right here, right? This is the opposite side, and this is the adjacent side. So and that means we need something with tangent. You have to look at what you have and what you need. Based off of those two, depending on where the angle is, right? That's what you would be using. If the angle, like, so if this is the angle, right, you need opposite and you have adjacent, right? So and that's opposite, adjacent, you need tangent. Okay. Let's say, for example, you need the side C, right? And you have adjacent. Right? So that would be, you need the hypotenuse, right? Let me actually call this hypotenuse. Let's say you need the hypotenuse and you have adjacent, right? You have adjacent, you have the, you have adjacent, you need the hypotenuse, that means you need cosine. It depends on where the angle is. Let me go ahead and do a word of caution for everybody really quick. Let me open up my calculator here. Okay, so the word of caution for everybody is the mode of your calculator. So your calculator can do math in two separate modes. It can do the math in degrees, and it can do it in radians. Okay, but depending on which one you make your which one you set up your calculator for, that's the one you're going to need. So it'll kind of suck if you do degree stuff in radian mode because you'll get the wrong answer, or the other way around. If you do radian stuff in degree mode, okay? So you have to be careful when you do it on a calculator which mode you want to do it in. So if you go here into the mode button, okay, let me see, let me scroll down. I know it's here. Oh, there, oh, I passed it. You have these two options right here. You have radian and you have degree. Radian, degree, okay? So in this case, I need it to be in degree mode because the information that's been given is in degree mode. So I'm going to switch it to degree mode. I'm going to go ahead, quit. And now I'm going to actually put in my answers for everything, right? So I need, let me make this a little tinier, move over here. I need 30 times tangent, 30 times tangent of 57 degrees. Okay, since my mode is in degrees, that 57 is degrees. It's not radians. Now go ahead, hit enter. That's 46.20. So H is equal to 46.20 feet. Does that work out for everybody? Okay. Okay. To round out, yeah, to round out the last bit for 5-4 before we take maybe about 15 minutes to ask questions about the test. I want everybody to try these problems out. Okay.
So are you finding the hypotenuse in all these problems?
Not all. So, like I said, here's the big thing that I want everybody to sort of take note of. I provide a hint here, and it's to draw a picture, right? So for all of these applications with the right triangles and stuff like that, make sure you draw some sort of picture. $14.54. Let's go ahead and switch to I bet you still had it in radian. That's why. 30 times 10, 57. Yep. So since that degree is 50, that 57 is degrees, you need to switch it to degree mode. Okay. Otherwise, it won't calculate it correctly. Okay. All right. Let me get you guys to try out these two problems, and I'll break you guys up into groups one more time. Make sure you draw a picture. Make sure you draw a picture. Okay. Okay. Let me
Also,
break you guys up. Go ahead.
I had a quick question actually about the practice test also.
Mm-hmm.
There are two problems on there.
Can you hold it until we're done with
Oh,
this?
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. I do want to give you guys maybe 10, 20 minutes to ask me questions on stuff. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let me put you guys in your groups first.
So wouldn't it be wouldn't it be 20 sine 72? It's super quiet.
No, not yet. Actually, see. Yeah. Unassigned 3, huh? Let's see. You guys good?
I think so.
Okay. Which one did you guys decide to do?
The first one.
The first
quick
one?
quick
Okay.
one.
Okay.
We used
What'd you guys get?
signs. We got 19.02 feet.
19.02 feet. Let's see. Which function did you guys use?
Sine.
Sine or cosine? You guys used sine, huh?
Yeah.
How high does the ladder reach? Ah, yes. Uh-huh. I like it.
Got it?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Okay, let me bug another group really quick.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, let me just call you guys back in.
Okay.
Whoa. The main session is full. Okay. In the interest of time, I only want to try number 1. Number 2 is a little difficult, but you guys won't see anything harder than number 1 on the test. I'll give you guys that at least. Okay. Is this thing still recording? Okay, so yeah, it is. And actually I should share a little bit more than just that. Okay. So, like I said, right, most of these, nearly all of these, are going to require you guys to draw some sort of picture, right? So that's the first thing I'm going to start with, right? So, well, here's my wall. Here's the floor. And here's the ladder, right? Cool. We know that the ladder is a 20-foot ladder, so we know that that's our hypotenuse, right? And the angle between the ground and the ladder is 72 degrees. How high does the ladder reach on the building? So we are looking for this distance right here, from here down to here. That is my height. Okay. So then sine is the one that we need, right? Because it's opposite over hypotenuse. Sine of the 72 degrees is equal to opposite h out of all times right now. My pen wants to glitch. H divided by 20, right? So that tells me h is equal to 20 times sine of 72 degrees. Okay. Which, if we go to our calculator, right, 20 times sine of 72 degrees, 19.02. 0.02 feet. Are we comfortable with this stuff?
Yeah, so just for confirmation,
Yeah.
the top is hypotenuse and the bottom is what is it called? So are you basically just taking I'm just kind of confused on when you use certain things. So you use sine there because you need the left side of it. That's why?
Well, so remember how a triangle goes, right? So if my angle, the angle that was given was this one right here, right?
Yeah.
Make sense? Which makes this side with the H, that makes it the opposite, right? The
Yeah.
longest side is always the hypotenuse, right?
Yeah.
And the side right next to the angle is adjacent, right?
Yeah.
So if we go back to SOHCAHTOA, right? If we go back to SOHCAHTOA, we have an opposite and we need the hypotenuse for it, right? Does that make
Yeah.
sense? Okay. So that alone, right? So that's when you look at SOHCAHTOA and you see that opposite and hypotenuse mean you need to use sine. Does that make sense, Hunter?
Yeah, so you said so that the SOH part for the second problem shows you that you have to use
Mhm.
that?
First, what second problem? This
Or
one, the radio tower one?
the 20 feet ladder one.
Oh, the 20-foot ladder one? Yeah. So go ahead.
So so the SOH on that SOHCAHTOA part is the reason
Mhm.
why you would use sine for that problem right there.
Right, exactly.
And the TOA part is the reason why you use tan on the tree one.
Yeah. So in the tree one, the one up above it, up here, right? We were given an adjacent, right? And we needed to find opposite. Does that make sense? So we needed
Yeah.
something with an opposite and an adjacent, or an adjacent and an opposite, and the one that did that was cosine, or sorry,
Okay.
tangent.
Perfect.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So it depends. So first of all, the first thing you should always check is where the hell your angle is. So our angle is that one. So it's good to sort of label opposite and adjacent, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, go ahead and look up at SOHCAHTOA and see which one is dictated for that particular problem.
Okay, so for CAH, what would be an example that of that one? Like what if you're using that one?
So if we look at the ladder one, right? If I ask you for this adjacent side, right? So same statement, but instead of finding how high on the building does the ladder reach, I can say how far is the ladder? How far is the base of the ladder from the base of the building? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So
how
how
far is
far
the ladder from the base of the building?
from the base
Or
of the
how far
building
is the
down here?
base of the ladder from the base of the building?
Right. So in that case, I'm looking for this end right here.
And that would be just
That would be
for
cosine.
perfect.
Yeah, because then we'd have the opposite, right? We'd have we had the hypotenuse from the get-go, right? But now we need an adjacent, right? So we need something that has hypotenuse and adjacent mixed together, adjacent and hypotenuse. The only one that does that is cosine.
Perfect. All right, I think I got this down.
Okay. Boom. All right. I know I went over by a little bit. I want to give you guys maybe 10 minutes to gather your stuff, gather everything you need, so that you can try out the test. I will open it up in about 5 minutes. Get the height. Tan or cosine, yes. Actually, not exactly. This is from Mohammed. So we needed the opposite in this case. So that was a specific one. We had to do sine. Uh-huh. I think if you do 3 decimals, if you do 3 decimal places after, that's healthy. I think I set everything up to give you much more error than that. So if your answer is correct to 3 decimal places, you should be really, 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 really close. Okay?
Are we asking questions now?
Yeah. So
I
somebody
had a,
asked me. Oh, go ahead, Hunter.
I'm sorry. I had a question actually about the practice test. Are we allowed to ask those now?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I had a question about I forgot which problems they were. I think that they had like 3 times log, and there's like another one that had like a 3 in it. On one of
Yeah.
the problems, I think it was 7 to the power like 3x minus 10. I forgot what it was exactly.
Yeah.
But there's like a 3 like dot before it. I had no
Yeah.
idea what that was right there. It was kind of like out of place, the 3, and like it was kind of like up higher than the dot, so I wasn't sure if there was like a number of like a problem.
Take
So I
that
didn't
as
add
3
it.
times.
Oh, okay. I didn't do that on the test. I wasn't sure what that was. I was kind of confused on what it was.
Yeah. So I wrote the test, and my printout looked okay. They looked sort of like semi on the same line. But then I opened it up on my tablet, and it looked a little funky. So it meant 3 times.
Okay, that's why I did that then. Perfect. And then
Yeah.
also for question number 12, I wanted to ask you if that question, I want to ask the answer because I never did it, but I thought I may have got it. I wanted to ask you maybe I got it right, so that way going into the test I can feel a bit more confident about it.
Yeah. Let me so first of all, let me finish. So I'm done with this stuff. What I wanted to do is switch to this really quick, so that everybody has it on their screen, just in case. Okay. Let me. I wonder if this works. I think it does. You guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, this is awesome. All right. So I think I had explained already, right? A lot of you guys were asking me questions about how do you want us to submit, how do you want us to put in your answers. Unfortunately, like if you guys get an answer like pi over 5 or something like that, Canvas won't take pi over 5. It can't convert pi into the actual number. So go ahead and actually punch in pi divided by 3 in your calculator. You get a value that way. Punch that into the exam.
It's you want us to plug what in again?
Like if you guys get a nice clean answer. So like for example, some of you guys got when you guys were doing the exponential problems and the logarithmic problems, right? You guys got an actual like log base 2 of 8 divided by 5 or something like that, right? If you put that into Canvas, it won't take it. You have to actually punch the value into a calculator. It'll give you a nice long decimal value. That's what Canvas wants.
Oh, you mean like the one like ln5 plus ln3 over 2, that kind of example?
Exactly, those.
Okay,
So for those, it actually wants a
decimal value.
put in the decimal value.
And how many what do you want us to round to for those?
3 decimal places is healthy
For all the problems on here?
for all the problems on there. I gave enough of an error for everybody. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that if you're ballpark, it'll give you it'll give it to you.
All right.
Okay. Let me go to yours, Hunter, really quick.
Are you talking about the question number 11 on the, or 12 on the thing?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
I think, isn't it 5 I can't remember that sign's called right now. I don't know why. The square root 11 over 7?
Maybe. Hold on. I haven't looked yet. Canvas takes forever.
Yeah, it can be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Let me see. Practice exam 2. There we go. Okay, that's the one. Okay. So which one was yours? Number 11, you said, right?
Number 12.
12. Okay. So you didn't answer it at all.
Damn. Never mind. So what?
I thought you were talking about number 11. Okay.
Number 12.
Mhm.
That was number 12. What was? Do you know what the answer to that one is?
It's supposed to be
Is it
0.4221,
0.4421?
4221. Let me see. Find, and you wanted to find cotangent.
Yeah.
So you'd first have to find sine, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to require some Pythagorean theorem. So if you look at, let me go back to, if you go to 4.2, oh, 1245. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So some people have been requesting to start the exam because they have a class at 1245. So I'm going to go ahead and start it.
All right.
I didn't mean to do that to you guys.
So it's
Let
on
me-
Canvas, right?
It is on Canvas. So it is about to pop up. Let me go to
Is it cool if we stay in here and ask questions if we need to at the test while we're
yeah,
taking it?
that was the point behind doing it this way.
Perfect.
Exam 2. I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. There we go. All right, it's up.
Perfect.
It's 58 points.
And
No, hold on. I'm making a couple edits here, but it's gonna be. There's some points that I hadn't given to. Okay, 10 points per question. Update group. I'm changing the points so that it matches up to what it was before.
so should we wait until you do that before we do it? or
No,
we
you
just
you
click-
guys could.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, it's easy on my end. I just need to change the point value. That's it. And it should show up for you guys automatically. All right, has it shown up for people already? I'm actually on the wrong.
Yeah, I have it. I'm doing it right now.
Okay, cool. It is up now. Okay. Can you go over 5? Unfortunately, I can't now, Miguel. I already opened it up. So like I said, I'll be on here if people have questions to ask. I should be on here doing my own thing. It's not on my end. Huh. I get a free, I don't know. I don't think so, bruh. Let me, It should be open. It's open for everybody else. So try to reload your thingamabob. Reload it 1 or 2 more times because it is published. Found it. There it is.
Hey, so do you want us to round 3 for every single problem of work? Because I'm doing number 2 right now. What do you want me to
Yeah.
round over on the decimal for that one?
If you do the 3,
That should work.
that should work.
Perfect.
I think for all of them, I gave like, for all of the problems, I gave like 2% error. So even like for that, for those kind of problems, if you're like $100 off, right? It should still give you the right answer.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. I'm not kidding when I say ballpark. Like 2% on, I think that's one of your, I think that's one of the problems where the compound interest stuff,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, for those, it is like 2% error is huge. It's maybe about $1,000. So literally ballpark.
For number 2, is that supposed to read 11%?
Number two. Number two. Number two. Number two. Number two. Number two. Let me go. Let me go to your number 2. Okay, 2. Oh, it hasn't submitted yet. Oh boy. Okay, how about I do it this way? Exam 2. What how does your question start?
If a credit card has 5,107,
Which is charged at blank percent?
yeah,
Yeah, blank percent interest
okay.
on
Because
a
it just
quarterly
says,
basis.
oh, mine
Wait,
says
wait,
different.
which is charged. Oh, okay. Let me,
I don't know if it was a typo or something.
yeah, that's a percent.
Okay.
Hey, so for question 2,
Yeah.
is it quarterly or monthly that it's charged?
Number 2. 1, 2. And which one are you asking me for?
Credit card has 4,915.
Okay, which is charged.
Do you want me to
You're
finish?
asking. Yeah.
Charged 15 monthly on a monthly basis.
I added an extra monthly. It's supposed to be just that percent on a monthly basis.
Okay.
So yeah,
Got it.
let me erase the monthly on a monthly basis.
So it's not asking for interest, it's asking what was charged, right?
Well, it's asking you what will be the balance after that many years.
Okay. It's supposed to be percentage.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh shit. Oh. Brittany, I'm sorry. I was on another screen and didn't notice you had typed some stuff in. For the transformations on the screen, you don't have to show work. I'll leave that up to you. Turd low. Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry. Confused with the wording of number 2. So yeah, I added one too many monthlies in there. So it's that percent on a monthly basis. Okay. Whew, thank goodness. Uh-huh. Because I have the exam. So if you guys don't know, Windows 10 has like the multiple screens. So this thing is up on one screen and I was looking on another screen. I had noticed I hadn't flipped back to the chat. So no matter what, you guys can unmute yourselves. Like I said, unmute yourselves and shout at me. I do have my headphones on.
I have a question on number 3. I don't know if it's a typo as well.
It might very well be.
Um,
Number 3.
yeah.
So the simple graphing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or to describe this transformation.
Yeah.
For the exponent, shouldn't it be to the right? And then when I try to,
Does it, let me, because I made a change to that question just now, I think. Can you refresh the
just
question?
refresh.
Yeah, see if that works.
Okay. I don't think anything changed.
Okay, which equation are you looking at?
It's a -2 exponent x minus 3 plus 5.
Okay. Try to refresh it one more time.
Okay.
Do all the other questions pop up for you?
Yeah, like they all yeah, they all come up at once.
Okay, so then try going to one of the other problems. Give it a little bit to sort of load up.
Okay.
I have a feeling that might have been the problem.
Well, I know in the practice exam it's one question per page, but for this one they're all showing up on the same page. Is that how it's
That's
supposed to
fine.
be?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
So I think I made it so that you guys can flip back and forth and save the test and then come back to it later. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that actually ended up working out, but for this one, I wanted you guys to see all the 13, 14 problems.
Okay.
I had a quick question. On number 3, I think there's 2 of the same answer.
On number 3, there's 2 of the same answer.
Yeah.
Then
At least on mine, it says the same answer twice, and I think it's the right one, but I wasn't sure if you want me just to click the one that I think is right and just leave the. Okay, perfect.
Which one is it, by the way?
It was number 3 for me.
What graph are you? What function are you looking at?
You want me to say the actual problem?
Yeah.
It's -3 to the power of x minus 3 plus 3.
Okay. Let's see.
And I think I'm right on that one. So you probably see what I mean by that, because it's you see what I mean now.
Yeah, 2 of
The
them.
first and third.
Yeah, and the problem there with. Okay, I need to edit that one.
Now, should I wait to pick one of those until that's fixed? Because will I get the answer wrong if I don't click the right?
Right. So technically, you may choose one of the answers and it might be right, and it may be the same as the other answer and it might be wrong according to the thing. So same thing. Move on to another problem. Let me update the exam.
No problem.
I have a question for my 7.
On which one?
My 7, question 7.
Okay, let me go back to edit. Your question 7. 1, 2.
It's a graph.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's like meant to be like this, but like for the range, it's the first one. So I get confused because I don't know if it's actually the first one or should be the other way around. Is it because it's like Like,
Are you looking at the exponential graphs or the logarithmic graphs?
the transformed one.
Yeah, but are you looking at? Oh, whoops. Are you looking at the exponential graphs or the? Let me ask you this: Are you looking at the blue graphs or the red graphs
I'm
or the
looking at the
green
blue
graphs?
one.
Blue ones, yeah. Oh man, that's what happens when you copy paste everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's blue though.
Yeah, no, it's my God.
Yeah, I got that a lot from the practice exam.
So it's supposed to be 2 to the x.
2 to the x.
Yeah. So you're looking at red and blue graphs, right? Not red and green graphs.
Yeah, red and blue.
Yeah, I copy pasted from. So I made the logarithm problems first, and then I made the exponential ones,
Mhm.
and I just forgot to change the colors. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Can you help us?
Huh?
Can you help us with formulas? No.
No, not by much. It is somewhere between. It is somewhere in sections 4.1 to 5.4. I do know that.
By the way, Brittany asked the question.
Thank you, Brittany. Wait, graphs for number 3 or no? No graphs for number 3. It's just asking, show me the transformations. Okay. Wait, I can drag it along. Okay. Uh, Whoa.
Sorry, that was my dog's toy.
Sounds like a pet gerbil or something like that. If you squeeze one or something, it might squeak that loud.
For number 5, is that number in front of it one times or 2 times or 3 times the value? Because there's a one dot on mine on number
Let me
5.
see number 5. Let me go to the test itself. Questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so that's supposed to be value times 3 to the 4x minus 1, or
Yep, mine's
some
1 times 7 to the power 2x plus 5 minus 38. So
Yep.
it's a 1 in front of it, right?
It's a 1, right? So you could just
Perfect.
so it's 1 times that thing. So
Thank you.
yep,
That's for question 5.
that's for question 5. Yep.
Mine says 2 times 2, whatever that is. I don't even know.
2
Why is
times
it-
2 to the
Why is it 2
3x plus
dropped
2.
below?
I think that's how because I had to I'm using the quiz maker from Canvas to try to make these, and
Yeah.
I think it's editing software might be, because on my end it looks perfect. My end it looks fine, but
So what's
when
it
it
supposed to be
transfers,
2?
yeah. So for you, I think it's going to be like 2 times. It's going to be 2 times 2 to the 3x plus 2 minus some c is equal to some d value.
So the 3x plus 2 is power?
Yep. So technically, each and every one of you guys for like 5, 6, 7 are getting sort of unique problems. It's highly unlikely any of you guys have the same problem for like 5, 6, or 7. On both 6, 7, it says the OG graph is the same. See 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. Go move Ignacio, try to click one of the other problems. I just changed it. It's not supposed to be, the answers are still the same, but since I did a copy paste from 6, 4, 7, that's why they all say that they're all logs, but they're not all logs. They're 2 to the x. So the equations for the answers are correct, but the statement of them is incorrect, even though I put the correct graphs and all that. So it's just a statement that's, yeah. It's a good thing I didn't make you guys do this on your own. You guys would have had to guess my responses to all of these. How's it going for everybody? Good?
Shit.
Okay. I'm still here.
So for question 9, it says, I can read it if you want.
Well, I want to have my version of it up as well, so I know which one you're asking about. For question 9, right?
Yeah, I just want to know how you want to write the answer. Do you want to do it annually or semi-annually?
No,
Because I know how to do the answer, but I don't know if you want me to put the amount of years it would take or the amount of half years it would take.
Are you doing the certificate of deposit worth at
8,000.
a semi? So it says semi-annually, so you need to do it semi-annually.
Okay, so the answer will be written semi-annually. Just check. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So give me how long it'll take to double.
Yep. Awesome.
Cool.
What's the formula for that?
Q.
Fuck. I wrote it down somewhere, but I can't fucking find them.
Dude, you could use my notes. Like I said, this goes for everybody. I am not restricting anybody to do this off the notes that they have, right? Because I know damn well, like half of you, if not all of you, have my notes currently up on the screen.
No, I don't. I'm too stupid to open up two fucking. I'm telling you, technology is not my friend.
Yeah, remember this was that test where I was like, you know what? I'm fairly certain that you guys are going to try to do this using all your resources, not just the ones that you've written down on, right? So I decided to roll with it. I'm letting you guys use all the work, all the notes. Did you make it? Sit up here? Let's see if we can. Oh, I'll find her. Yeah.
Is it okay if I do multiple steps at once?
So long as you show me the stuff.
Okay.
I'm thinking
Do
you're
you-
like
for-
if I do a if you do a subtraction and a division at once, I think yeah, we're good. You can
For
do that.
for
Okay.
every problem, do you want every problem put as a fraction?
Hold on. Oh man. What do you mean every problem put in as a
All right, sorry,
fraction?
my bad, my bad. I meant as a decimal. Do you want us to just put it every value for these answers as a decimal? Like as an example, like number
Yeah.
4. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. It unfortunately that's one of the drawbacks behind this kind of assessment version. You can't put like 1/2 in there and expect it to know that it's correct. You actually have to put in 0.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of these are based off of a formula that I had to put in. So it's computing it off of the formula.
Is there a time limit on this test as well, or no?
I think I ended it at 1:30 on Canvas.
Okay,
So after 1:30, it'll disappear on Canvas. So make sure everything is in by 1:30.
Awesome, thank you.
So at maybe about 1 o'clock. Well, since we started at around 10:30, 12:30 should be enough time for everybody. But I'm extending it to 1:30 just in case so that people have enough time to upload their answers. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Cool. I'm going to do the 50 and 50.
Will we get an answer for our test after we're done too?
I think once you submit, it'll tell you correct and incorrect.
Thank you.
So you will get answers directly after. Now, that's the reason why. So this is just in addition to your question. If you, let's say you've got the answer incorrect in the Canvas quiz, right? But you submit everything into, so you know how you're supposed to take a picture of your write-up. If your work is completely correct in your write-up, I'll give you the partial credit. So instead of getting a 0, you might get a 9, 8, 7 for that problem rather than the 0.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah. So unfortunately, the test itself, the quiz itself, is absolute. Like you either get 10 points or no points, right? But then that's where the write-up comes in, where I'm going to look at your write-up, see how you actually did the problem, and if you did do it partially correct, I'll give you 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points.
Hey, sweet. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Cool. 2 to 3:30. Huh? I did the monument one. I've been trying to find out. I did the monument crisis center. I'm trying to
I have a
find out how to
question.
do the one for the food pantry. What's up?
On number 9, it says a certificate of deposit worth 8,855 grows at 4.9% semi-annually. How long will it take to double?
Right?
I'm just kind of confused on the terminology. I know how to do these.
Yeah.
Where's the last portion of it? It doesn't give me a last number, it just says doubled.
Yep.
Are you looking for a formula or are you getting an exact number on that one? Honestly, I think I know actually what to do. I think it's a
So
cheat.
your initial was something, right?
Yeah.
And and I'm asking you, how long will it take for that amount to double?
Perfect.
Okay.
I think that's all I needed. Perfect.
Cool. Cool. Okay. One time. Sometimes our college pisses me off.
Why is that?
The website is just so difficult to do, and sometimes some of the departments that we have on campus sort of send my work backwards. So like yesterday, we finished paying all our bills. So we have a little bit of money left to go around. So since I'm still getting paid under all of this, right, and I have a whole lot less expenditures, I figured I'd donate to places. And one of the places I want to donate is to, you guys know LMC has a food pantry, right? So just in case you guys fall on hard times, you can sign up at the food pantry. They'll give you food for free. They have it's working just like like a like a food pantry, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to donate some money to the food pantry, but it gives me the runaround on the website. I'm like, just give me the page where you want to take my money.
That's very kind of you.
Yeah, I mean, my brother, who's in Southern California, he hasn't gotten laid off yet. Me and my wife, we're still sitting pretty. My sister is she's at a financial firm in San Francisco, and she sent me a message the other day. They had to lay off 80 people,
Wow, that's sad,
and she had to be the person to do it.
man. That's never.
And she took like she did the thing and then took like the rest of the day off and went home. She just felt horrible.
Yeah. That's
So
another.
and yeah, this is happening everywhere now, right?
Mhm.
Whoops.
I still have a question for number 3. I don't think mine updated or changed.
No?
I don't think so. I refreshed the page and everything.
And it still didn't want to go, huh? Let me see. Let me. Okay, so for number 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and you got the okay. So and you got the -2x -3.
Yeah.
Okay. And still didn't do it, huh? So how about you do this? I know this is yeah, I think the answer. Okay. So it looks correct on my end. So this might, I'm gonna have to scratch this up to Canvas is not updating quick enough. So what I'll do is this. You have to write down your solutions anyway, right? Write down the answer that you think it is, because right now on my end, it's showing that the correct answer is the correct answer, but it's not updating on your end. Does that make sense? So you can say for number 3, right? So write it down on a piece of paper, just on your piece of paper that you're going to turn in for submission.
Mm-hmm.
Write down the answer for number 3. It's supposed to be shift left, right this much, shift up, down this much. If it has a vertical flip, put down the vertical flip, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And you might need to, I don't want to say guess, but if it's not uploading, yeah, if it's not updating on your end, all of the answers are not going to look correct to you.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
I would tell you guess the, it's, yeah, guess the one that has the most correct
Okay.
and see if that one's the one, because I don't know what order it's given it to you in.
Mm-hmm.
So guess the one that has the most of it right. But no matter what, since you wrote it down on your paper and you're gonna have to submit that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I'll give you the points
Yeah.
afterwards.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Cool. That
Yep.
solves that, just in case it doesn't update again. Just in case it doesn't update by the end of the exam.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. There.
Julio.
Yeah.
So for question 12, since it's asking for tangent, I got a fraction. Do I put in the fraction or do I put in like what it would equal in decimal?
What that fraction is going to be in decimal.
Oh, okay, all right. Thank you.
Cool.
Yep.
Does that mean you're almost done, or were you skipping around?
No, I'm almost done.
Boom. All right. Cool.
I didn't say I was right though.
I know. Okay, so since I have you guys all on the Zoom, during my office hours, I'm going to be I'm going to be in the study lounge for student life as well. So if you guys come visit me at the study lounge, or if you guys come visit me at my office hours, I might be helping even more students as well. Did everybody get an email for the study lounge? I'm assuming not.
I don't think I did.
No? Let's see here. Okay.
On question 13,
Yeah.
is the 116 supposed to be how tall the antenna is, or
Uh-oh. Give me a second.
okay?
You got me writing an email.
Cool.
I'm writing an email to you guys through Canvas. So. Sounds like a typical Latino household.
Yeah.
That might just be a household in general, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna just mute it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. I said we can do the trucker thing, man. Just unmute, say over. Okay, back to your guys' question. assignments. Okay, for question 12, you said, right?
Yeah. No, 13.
Yeah, okay. 13, okay.
Yeah.
I am almost there. Make sure you take the time to double check.
Yeah.
Double check your answers. 13. So, and which question are you asking me? Is it the guy wire one to the top of the
Yeah.
antenna?
Yeah. Is that how tall it is? The 116 or?
No, so that is the length of the guy wire. So it's attached to the top of the antenna, and it
Yeah.
extends all the way down to a point on the ground.
So that would be my hypotenuse, right?
If you think so.
I'm gonna go with yes. Fuck.
Can you see my 13 real quick? Is 71 supposed to be my degrees?
Tell me how it reads.
A kite is being held to the ground with a 248 feet line. If the angle of the
Yes.
elevation. Okay.
Yeah, so imagine a kite flying in the air, right?
Yeah.
It is being held down by a rope or a line, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is that long.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. There we are. Done.
Okay. It just didn't have the degree sign, so.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. If the kite is 70, if whatever degrees, I didn't put the circle thing on it. Let me edit it right now. So if I edit it right now, it may not pop up for you, but know that it's your degrees.
Okay.
This is actually working out, pretty well, minus the one mistake for that problem in number 3. Oh, well, why are you showing up down there for? Okay, this is the other thing.
Okay. One item.
I'm gonna do the soup instead. Dentro la soup, huh? That's what I'm saying, because it's hot. ¿Quieres tacos? Yeah, I'll go wash your place. There we go. Okay. Oh, this thing is special. Yeah. Okay, I can't change it.
Do you want us to name and date our paper?
Well, no, not really. You know why? Because when you do the submission, it'll be under you, and it'll
Okay.
date it for me. So.
Okay. So I submit it. I just got done.
Okay, so this is for everybody. If you go back into the assignments tab for you guys, there should be another thing that says exam write-up, right? So this is question 14 on your tests, if it pops up. If you go to assignments.
Should I refresh the page before submitting, or?
Well, go ahead, submit your exam, first of all, right? There should be an exam 2 write-ups under your assignments as well. And there should be an option for you to upload from there.
Okay. From assignments?
Yep, from assignments.
And do that from the phone, right?
Yeah, and it's best if you guys do it from your phones, and you could take a picture of it.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right. All right, so some of you guys have already submitted your tests, which is great. So essentially, the points that are on the tests themselves, or for your, sorry, I'm looking at actually the wrong one. What am I doing? Exam, midterms. So those of you that have submitted your exams already, it's already given you points already for them. So that's basically sort of like the minimum that you're going to get. Depending on how well you wrote up your answers, I'll add some more points to that. So the better that you do on the exam itself, right, the better that you'll do once I look at your write-ups. Okay?
I have a question.
Yeah?
Number 2 and number 9, I think.
Number 2 and number 9. Okay, let me go back to.
Just a minute.
I go to assignments and put the pictures I need to put in and submit, right?
Right, that's it.
Okay.
And once you do that, you're done.
Well, it says like the credit card is charged based on quarterly.
So you are, which one are you asking me again, Mohammed?
about number 2
About number 2.
and 9. I think it is both are quite the same.
Both are sort of similar. So in 1, I'm asking you how much is in the account, or how much is it worth after a certain amount of time, right? But so that's number 2. And in number 9, that's the one where I'm asking you how long will it take for the account to double or triple, or how long will it take for the account to be this much?
Yeah.
Right? So I'll give you this much. They're similar equations, but they are not similar in process.
Yeah. So the point is, like, I have the same question in the practice exam, but when I used the formula, it didn't give me the right answer. It just gave the wrong address.
I think I saw that email from you too.
Yeah.
Julio, real quick.
Yeah.
I know it updated to 130 points, but the points I have didn't update, so it says I have 36 points out of 130.
So it says for you 130 points?
Yeah, so basically my score is 36 points out of 130.
Okay, let me double check it.
Because I still had it when it was 1 point, or 1 point for the farther down questions.
Yeah, let me.
I was wondering, actually, never mind. Never mind, actually.
Okay. Assignment groups. That's cool. Oh. Let me see. You know what? You know what the problem was? I think because I've been making corrections through the test. Yeah. So I think since you started on the old test, it graded off of the old test before I changed the values of the points. So some of them aren't like even giving you points. So let me put in. So that one's cool.
Oh, it did give me points. It just gave me the 1 point from the test.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So
yeah,
it's supposed to be. Let me see. Hold on.
Since it originally was 1 point before, because I didn't refresh the page. So
right. So it's already all right. Let me try this out. So that's 10 points. Okay. That one you got correct. And it only gave you 1 point. See? So this is supposed to be 10 points. See, that one gave you 1 point. That's supposed to be 10 points. All right,
the same thing happened to me as well. I have a bunch of problems that are giving me 1 point.
And it's supposed to give you 10. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I think it's because as we've been going through this, right, I've been making corrections. One of the very first corrections I made was to give everything 10 points. And it's not giving everyone 10 points. It's giving everybody 1 point.
And also, I asked another question. I accidentally did the math wrong on one and put the wrong answer in, but I got the answer on my paper. So and I have the work to show it. It's just...
That's the point behind the write-up. So when you submit your write-up, I'll look at your score.
Perfect.
Or I'll look at your write-up, and see how much of it you did correctly, right? So even if you got 0 points on the actual problem on the exam, I'll look up at your write-up and give you, 9, 8, 7, 6, however much you did correctly.
Okay.
So Jarek, you did get some incorrect,
Mm-hmm.
but I gave you the points for the ones that you did get correct. There was like a good 5 or 6 that only gave you 1 point.
Yeah. Or it
Right.
says 36, so probably 6. I got him for 1 point. So.
Yeah. So then, for me, it shows me that you got 90.
Yeah.
Yeah. So give it a second to upload, and then I'll look at your solutions for the other ones. Right. So even though you got them incorrect on the exam, I'll look at your write-ups and I'll give you points accordingly.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Whew.
Oh, it updated.
It updated? Okay, there you go.
All right. Okay. All right, I think with that, I'm out.
All right. It worked out? Everything cool?
Yeah. Have a good day, guys.
Okay. All right, man. I'll see you around. I'll see you on Monday.
See you.
Oh. So about the question 2.
So I can order. Question 2.
Yeah. It's quite similar with the 9, but it here that's asking about the time, how long it will take to get double, and this is like how long it will charge after 4 years. So my question is I had the same question before also, but when I used the formula, but not accepted by the system. I use the formula A equal to P parentheses 1 plus the R over 100.
So that's what I had been mentioning to everybody before. You're gonna have to calculate the value of it, and then submit the decimal value. You're gonna have to put in the decimal value.
So I couldn't understand
if you
how?
You're gonna have to punch it into a calculator. So plug it into a calculator and get me the actual number. So that's what somebody else in the class was saying, that they tried to plug in log of this value and that value, and then it kept saying no, it's incorrect. Don't put in a log. So don't put in your exact answer. Don't put in the logarithm answer. What?
Yeah, so I use the other formula I just made it 1 plus the percentage over 100, and by the number of the years. When I got the answer, then I multiplied with the base number.
Yeah. So if you put log of stuff into Canvas, it'll mark it as incorrect. Okay, but that's what the write-up is for. So if you have it correct on your write-up, I'll give you the full points for it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
I actually literally had a few answers I actually did not put the right answer for. I I don't know why I didn't put it in right. I have the work for it, like I said. So as long as we have the work for it, we're okay, right?
Right.
I didn't double check. I screwed myself. I forgot to click. I actually had the right answer clicked on one of them, and on the one of the graphing ones, and I forgot to switch it back.
Yeah. So
that
if you have the
hurts.
write up, if you have the write up for it, then I'll give you the full points.
All right.
That's the reason why I didn't want to do something online like this without making you guys write it up. In addition. So for some of you guys, the saving grace is going to come in the write-ups that you guys are going to submit.
100%.
Yeah. Which I'd rather have it that way. 9 of you left, huh? Go back to the chat.
How long do we have until we have to turn in the test?
I would say maybe about 12:30. You'll have to have it done. So the submission itself, I have it open until 1:30, so you guys can get your images just right. You get your work just right, so that you can take a picture of it.
And where do we send it to?
So once you're done with, let me see. Okay, so once you're done with your work, once you've submitted the test, go back to your assignments, and there should be another assignment under your exams that's called Exam 2 Write-Ups, and that one is allowing a file submission.
All right.
Right. So in that one, that's where you're going to go ahead, take a picture with your camera on your phone and submit that.
All right, no problem.
Yeah. So I'm giving everybody maybe a half hour, an hour to do that, to get everything situated, get your numbers right, get everything legible, and submit that in. So once you submit the write-ups, then you're done.
Okay.
So we have until 12:30 to get the submission online done.
No, to one. So the test, I think, will be done at. Let me. Don't even remember now. Scroll. Okay, save. So the test will be open until 1:30.
Oh, okay.
Since I did take a little bit long at the very beginning, so if you need more time, you can go ahead, take till 1:30. But at 1:30 it'll close. Same thing for the write-up one. So I would say maybe at around 12:30, you should be about done with it, right?
Yeah.
You can maybe push that till 1 o'clock, and then at 1 o'clock, about try to turn in your write-up.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
Is it possible to fix a few of my answers right now?
Fix them on Canvas or fix them on your
Well,
write-up?
on my test, I actually have the right one for it. It's number 3. I already put the
Yeah.
right one. It's just there's 2 the same answer. And also, I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
that was brought up by Edlin during this blah, blah, blah. It was brought up by Edlin maybe at the very beginning. Turns out, and I think I sent you an email, one of the responses was incorrect, right?
Yeah.
When it should have been correct. So if you give me the right answer for that one, even though the answer is not any one of the options, if you give me the correct answer on your write-up, then I'll give you the full points for it.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, because I have two questions three, actually, is it 3 or 2? All right, because I had the correct answer for number 5. I don't know why I put it in like that. I don't know if I misread something, but I just forgot to put the negative in there. If I had the negative, I would literally get the answer right. It's just I have it in my freaking problems. I got it on my calculator too. I just don't know why I forgot to put it there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I should have checked. I don't know why I did not double check.
Yeah. So if you have the correct work on your paper, right? But not, and you punched in the wrong thing on Canvas, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you the full points for it.
All right, perfect.
Got it?
Yeah. And also, I
Okay.
have multiple papers. Do we just send a picture of all 3 papers?
Of each one. Yep. Yeah.
All right, perfect. And you'll also go back and change stuff around, right?
Right.
Okay, perfect. I'm
So
all good then.
Yeah, that's the reason why I had the that's the reason why I had the take a picture thing for your sort of paper submissions. It's a backup for just, and to give you guys partial points for mistakes that you guys made.
Yeah.
So it's not an absolute from Canvas. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Julio, what's up?
What's up?
You there? Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, so I was doing the test and I was just looking at number 3 and I don't know, it's kind of confusing me with the answers there. I
So somebody brought up this question before at the very beginning. So it turns out one of the answers, so the correct answer, the answer that's marked as correct on the test on Canvas is actually incorrect. It's actually missing something. But if you put the right answer on your write-up, right? If you put the correct answer on the write-up, I'll give you full points.
all right, sweet. Mine's gonna be at the end of my write-ups.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so you might have had to guess on that one, right?
Yeah.
And if you guess and you got it wrong, that's okay. I'll look at your write-up and make the change.
All right, thank you.
So your write-up is, so the write-up is supposed to be the backup for the partial points and all that stuff.
All right, thank you.
Cool?
Yep, for sure.
Awesome.
Sweet, thank you, man.
Uh-huh.
Mine's hot. It's the turkey bacon melt or something like
Do you know
that.
the number 4?
Something melt. Clubhouse melt? Yeah. That's
This one? Meat.
oh. No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
How's everybody doing? Doing all right?
Yeah, actually, I had a question about
Okay.
one.
About
Is
which
there a way
one?
to is there a way to mute everybody in here, or somehow you can only hear me?
At the moment, no. This is
All
like a
right,
big, huge room.
I will not give out information. Then let me just actually just do this real quick. 1 second.
Yeah. There is,
Okay.
if you, there is an option so that you can do, the chat.
Yeah.
You can chat directly with me.
Okay.
And then I can respond directly to you. But if we do the microphone thing, yeah, it'll be broadcasted to everybody.
Okay, I'll type to you then.
Yeah. And make sure it's directed to me and not to everyone.
All right. All right, I sent it to you. I got that number, but I feel it's saying I got something else. Like, I feel like I did it right. Did I do it wrong? Would you mind possibly doing the work? I also give you the problem I got as well.
Yeah. Number 2. So this is technically asking me to double check your work. I can't do that on a test.
I already turned it in. It's already turned in. So I'm already done.
Okay, so let
I've
me.
been done.
Oh, but then you're still doing your write-up.
I already finished my write-up too. Like, there's really nothing else I could do. So for the write-up, the write-up is just on the for the test. When you finish the write-up, any answers that you had on here that were put in wrong but that were correct on the paper are right now.
Yes.
So since I'm done with the test, I can't go back and do them, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Perfect. Okay, yeah, I'm already done. So I'm already set.
Yeah. So if you've already submitted the test and then you've submitted your write-ups, then I can answer questions freely.
Okay, awesome.
Does
For
that make
that
sense?
one, yeah. So for that one, I feel like I don't know how that answer that saying came up. Like, I feel like I did the steps right. Let me actually go back and try it again. I didn't even try to go back and get the same problem or get that answer, and I cannot get it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Okay. Let me double check that you put in your write-up because I'm not seeing it.
I haven't put my
Yeah, it's
write-up.
not
I
here.
haven't turned my write-up in yet.
Yeah.
But the answer I got for number 2 is still the same. I can't get that one right, so it doesn't really matter. The only ones that I'll get back are number 3 because I feel like I got that one right, but it's just 2 of the same answers. So yeah, literally, I got the right answer because it's saying right here.
Okay, let me. All right, this thing's being a little impossible with me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Assignments. Seem to. Speed grader. Let's see. The turnout. There is no submission yet, so go down. Okay, so then you, for number 2, okay, and what questions you have on it?
I said, what was the step I did wrong? Like, I feel like I did it right, but I guess I did it wrong. That the 3,000, or sorry, I'm not gonna say my answer. That answer's not the right answer, though, is it? It's not.
It's not the right answer.
Okay. And then for number 3, that's the right answer that I got on that one, right?
For number 3, hold on, let me check the chat. Where is the chat? There it is. So you only sent me the answer for number 2.
Oh, so for that one, I picked the third one. Wait, are you able to look at my
for
test
number
right now?
3. Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am looking at your test right now. So for number 3, yeah, you got that one incorrect.
I got, isn't it shift right 3, shift up 3 with vertical flip? Oh, I'm sorry, not me to say that out loud, my bad.
Yeah.
Luckily no one can see my
Okay, yeah,
question.
this is that problem. So technically,
I just didn't know which one to pick. That's why I picked that one.
so technically that one is the one that was correct, but there were 2 answers. One of them was, so there are 2 correct answers. One of them is marked as correct and the other is marked incorrect. You just happen to pick the incorrect one.
Okay, so I
Does that
still
make
got the
sense?
answer right though, right?
Yeah, so then I can go ahead and just change that already.
Perfect. Ooh, nice.
Because,
Awesome.
because like I said, you got it correct. That was an oversight on my part. That was it.
No problem at all. And then, what was my other question about some of these? Actually, I think that one's also, I'm getting, for some reason, I'm getting 1 out of 1 for number 7 and
Yeah,
number
okay.
8.
Let me go through that right now. So they're all supposed to be out of 10 points. So let me go through. That's out of 10. That's out of 0. So this one. Okay. So this one's supposed to be out of 10. So that's the thing that happened before. I probably made an update, right?
Yeah.
Test after you started the test, so you were doing everything on the old version rather than on the new one.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
there were problems that used to be out of 1 point when they're supposed to be out of 10.
Yeah.
So let's see. How about now? There we go. So, okay. So I put in 10 points for the ones that you got correct and the ones that you still got incorrect. I'll leave them at 0 points until I look at your answers.
Okay, perfect.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then after I look at your answers, I'll add up some more points.
Wait, was my answer number 4 wrong on my test?
3, 4. No, that one was correct.
Hey, excuse me. I actually have a question.
Yeah.
So for number 3,
yeah,
where it says like shift left or right, because I have 2 answers are the same, but I picked the one that I said the answer is correct, but it's the same thing, but I said I got it wrong.
You got it wrong. Okay. In your write-up, so this is what I was saying before. In your write-up, put down the correct answer.
Okay.
And that'll be your backup.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that one is an oversight on my part. So the 2 of the answers are equal, right?
Yeah.
One of them would be correct and the other would be incorrect.
Yeah.
And you just so happen to choose the incorrect one. So
Yep.
if you put down the right answer on your submission, that's it.
Okay.
Also,
So that's why there's this. That's why I'm making you guys write out your answers and provide pictures of the submission. That's going to be your backup. And Hunter, you were going to say something?
yeah. How much? I think. Actually, never mind. Never mind.
Okay. Okay. Just make sure you have that submission. You take a picture of it and submit it in.
Hey, Professor.
Yeah.
I forgot if it was this class or a different class. Don't we have like a exam at the end that you can take as your remake for one of your exams? Is that this class?
Say it again.
Was in this class, is there an exam you can take at the end as a remake for an exam?
No. So what I have done for the final, this is in your syllabus. So for the final, if your final exam score is better than one of your other exam scores, right, it'll replace the lowest exam score.
Okay, perfect.
What I meant. All right.
That makes sense?
Yeah, thank you.
So for example, if it's this one that you bomb, right, but you get like a 90% on the final, I'll put the 90% in for your
awesome
bombed exam too.
Awesome. So that exam won't even count then.
Right. Exactly.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I'm kind of upset, honestly. I should have been more patient and went back. I thought I did stuff right, and I literally got actually one of the graphing ones wrong when I actually got it right. Oh, that hurts so bad.
Put it on your write-up.
All right.
Put it in your write-up. The write-up is your submission of your knowledge of everything. So if that's correct, right?
Yeah.
Then you're good. I'll give you much more than what Canvas is giving you.
Okay, perfect. And even if I have work, Sean, I'll still get points for that, right?
Right.
Oh my gosh! Actually, I might actually even get a few more points, and that's nice. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'll send you those right now. Then, okay.
Yeah. So make sure you update them, put them in. So under your assignments, there should be another option for exam 2 write-ups, and that's going to be your file upload. Yep.
Okay.
That's where you send it.
Perfect. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good one, guys.
Cool. All right, man. I'll see you on Monday.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, who is left? Who is left?
I just want a confirmation. You said so. If we do good on the final, it will replace the score on your exam too.
Right. Your the final exam will, if you do better, okay, it'll replace your lowest exam score.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So no matter what, you still have to take the final, right?
Yeah.
If that final ends up being better than any one of your other exams, right, then it'll replace
the lowest one.
Right, it'll replace the lowest one.
Okay.
If it's not, if the final is your lowest one, then it won't do anything to you.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? You'll still get the grade for the final, but it won't replace any of the other exams.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
And you say the to submit your written is on assignment, right?
Right. So there should be under assignments. If you click on assignments, there should be another assignment that says exam 2 write-ups, and that's going to be your that's going to have a what is it, a file upload option. So that's the one where you would want to do it with your phone.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Cool. All right, how many of you guys are left here? Let's see. Brittany, Diego, Ethan, Lamb, okay, and Timmy. Oh. And my chat box went off. Let's see. Fine. Don't call me out.
Oh, hey, where do we submit the written
The work?
Yeah.
If you go to, so go back to your assignments.
Mhm.
There's going to be another assignment that says exam 2 write-ups. And that should be a file upload assignment. So that's where you get to take pictures with your phone and submit them that way.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, so does the multiple choice, not multiple choice, but the exam we're taking right now, does it have to be submitted at 1 o'clock? Because I have to not run, but like switch over to my anatomy class to take a quiz, which he gives out in the first 10 minutes. Can I just keep it open?
So everything will close down at 1:30.
So I can take the test
And you
and come
should
back.
be able to keep it open. Yes.
Okay. All right. Be right back.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
So if I punched in an answer incorrectly on the test, but it's correct in my write-up, would I get partial credit for that?
Yep.
All right, sweet.
That's the point behind the write-up.
Awesome. All right.
Because Canvas can't see what you partially did correct and didn't.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
so-
Awesome. Cool.
Cool.
So okay. Yep, that wraps it up. Awesome.
Okay.
All right. See you.
See ya. works. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So. I wonder if this will work.
Okay, can you guys still hear me? Yeah. Okay. So this might sound a little weird, but I need to go get lunch.
Actually, I had a quick question, but actually, that's why I joined back before you leave. Is that okay if I
No.
ask you one more before you leave?
So that's the point behind me. What I'm about to tell you guys. I'm gonna go get lunch, which means I'm gonna go into my car and drive around, but I'm not gonna leave the Zoom meeting. So, what's your question?
It was actually about one of the questions. I went back and looked at it. It says the correct answer to my problem was wrong, but like, I feel like the graphs added up better with that than they did with. It's saying it's number 6. For the green line, I thought it would be the third one on mine, but it's for some reason it's popping up as the first.
So, like I said, if you put down the correct answer on your paper, then that's all I need. I can give you the full points.
All right, perfect.
I know some people don't like Zoom, but
Yeah,
I'm actually liking Zoom.
But yeah, this thing it's quite weird. I don't know why it'd be showing up as that.
So, no joke, I'm currently in my car going to Togo's right now to pick up the lunch for my wife and I.
So where do I submit these notes?
So, if you go back to your assignments, there should be another link that's titled Exam 2 Write-Ups.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and that's where it'd be best if you try to do this on your cell phone.
Oh. Yeah.
So in that way you can use your camera.
All right.
Yeah, and if you submit it through if you turn it in as a picture, that's fine. If you turn it in as a PDF, that's fine as well. However you feel like it, so long as you submit your write-up.
Oh, it's because I misread the graphs. That's why. Oh my gosh. That was so easy and I got it wrong. That sucks. Wow.
Yeah. Like I said, so long as you submit on your write-up the correct thing, You're golden.
Well, I think what happened was it was the one where it says below you have two graphs, f of x equals log 2x red graph, and a transformation graph, g of x of fx green graph.
Right.
I guess I put the coordinates for the green graph, not the red one. Actually, is that even right? I think it'd be the green one actually, because it's saying that it'd be x minus log g of x equals log 2 x minus 4. That would be x plus 4, not x minus 4.
Like I said, put it in your write-up.
Is
and
it
you'll be okay.
Well, I'm confused because it says the correct answer on the thing is the other one, but I did the one that was plus, not minus. So I'm not sure if I'm just wrong or the test is wrong. But I doubt the test would be wrong.
Well, remember, for number 3, that's exactly what happened. That the test was actually wrong. So I gave people, if you had it correct on your write-up,
You'll get it right.
you'll get it right.
Okay, so I shouldn't panic.
Yeah, don't panic. Don't panic.
Because if I
The
get
write-up is the backup. The write-up is the backup. So just make sure your write-up is correct.
Because if I get those two right, I can get a 9, I think, or I'll get a 8.
Yeah.
Professor, did you open up the submission for the write-ups? It says closed on my phone.
Try to refresh it. It should be open.
So it says it's locked.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it says assignment's locked for the write-ups.
So they're locked at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I set it up for the wrong time. Okay, so I'm at Togo's right now. So give me like 5 minutes to get back to my apartment, and I'll switch it to 1:30 p.m.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, pick up. Julio. Julio. Okay. Ya, ya está pagado, ¿verdad? Sí, ok. Gracias. Are people still doing all right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still here, even though I'm doing my own thing. Dude, I love this Zoom thing. What a time to be alive. How's everybody doing? We're doing okay still? All right, I am home.
Actually, would you mind checking one possibly if you can? I know you just got food. I apologize.
No, it's cool. Let me.
All right. Give me 1 or 2 more seconds really quick. Connected voice. Okay. Can people still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Guys?
Hello?
Maybe that's fine.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Can people still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, Hunter, you wanted
Yeah, on my quiz, number 6, is that one C or is it actually A? I won't say it out loud, but I'll just let you look real quick. I thought it was asking what the green graph was.
Okay, let me go to yours to see which one was your question.
I thought it was saying f of x is the red graph and the green graph is the other one.
Um, okay, let me see. Hunter. For number 6, huh? Okay.
Is that one's? I got C for that one at least, or I got the third one, the second to last one on the bottom. That's what I thought it would be. It seemed right to me as well. Everything kind of fell into place. But it said it wasn't the answer, so I was kind of like confused. I'm like, what? I don't know if I misread it or something, but I think I'm right.
Let me see. Oh, let me first change the write up because it seems like
Oh yeah, people can't send it. Yeah,
people can't send it. Let
you can
me.
do it from your phone, right?
No, I can't. But well, I'm back. So.
Oh no,
all I
oh
need
no,
to do is-
I meant you could send the picture through your phone, right, to Canvas?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So for everybody that's still here, I changed the exam 2 write up submission to PM instead of AM. Not my intention.
It went through.
It went through?
Yeah.
Okay. So you were able to submit it, right?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Okay, cool. Woo! All right. A little stressful, but and then you haven't turned in yours, Hunter.
Mine's already turned in. That's why I'm at.
No, but I'm saying your write up. You haven't turned in your write up yet. You still there? Uh-oh. It dropped somebody.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
I'm sending them right now.
Okay. So the problem is that you're still sort of semi-taking the test. You're still sort of fixing up your write-up, so I can't give you answers for them.
Oh, okay, no problem. What I'll do is I'll send them right now, and then I will ask you for feedback.
Okay.
I was just waiting to send them. Wait until you got back to send them.
Yeah.
I kind of did them all out of order because I just kind of went through the ones I wanted to do first. So I put the numbers in the top right.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right, I submitted it.
I can fumble through the submissions to find the right ones.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And
what were you gonna say? Who was it?
So I submitted it. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So besides that, you're done, man. Unless you have some questions.
No, I'm good.
Cool.
All right. Thank you. See you Monday.
See you Monday.
All right. All right, I'm sending them to you right now on my phone. All right, almost done. I'm literally pulling it on my phone and then I'm sending it in.
Okay.
For sure. My phone's being so slow. I hate my Wi-Fi.
Every single one of the other instructors in the department has been really worried about how they're going to do their exams from here on out. I think this is semi like stress-free.
Yeah, it seems like the whole thing does it by itself too, so that makes it easier for you guys. So that way, like, you can
Right.
get responses right away.
Right away, yeah.
Okay.
Which is always good.
Which, yeah, exactly. All right, I'm uploading the files right now. Does it only let you do one at a time?
I think so. So you might need to submit multiple files. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you might need to do multiple files. And that's allowed.
All right, I am good. They're all submitted. They should be submitting at least.
Let's see.
It hasn't submitted yet. It's still submitting.
It's thinking about it.
It is thinking about it.
It's a pretty hot day today, isn't it?
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still trying to send him. I'm really in submitting. It's just not sending. I don't know why. I don't know if it's my connection. I don't know why it's not sending. It's just saying submitting and not doing anything.
Let's see if it turns something in for you.
Wait, I got something. Maybe I think it's loading. I think it might be loading. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get better connection.
Okay.
Actually, yep, it's in. It should be in.
It's in. Okay, let's see.
My question was about number 6, I think. I wrote it down there. I just wasn't sure if it was correct.
There it is. Yep.
I think I
And
actually I think on the actual work too.
And you said for number 6, right?
Yeah, it was number 6. I meant to also I flip the domain, the range are flipped, but I put them right there. The range I meant to put the D where the R was and the R where the D is in that, but because number 6 is the 4th one on there. I thought that was the right one because when I looked at it, it seemed to fit what it was going on there. I'm not sure if I actually did it wrong or not, but I got
for which one? For number 6, right?
Yeah, for number 6. I don't know how it would be the first one. I was so confused by that.
Number 6.
It's on the first PDF I sent you on the bottom.
Yeah. I'm looking at it.
Okay.
I just need to see your exam too, and I have so many tabs open now.
No, I feel you. Those ones are easy. I like those ones too.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Exam 2. Come on. Exam 2. I'm going to the assignment right now to see which one. Speed reader. Okay. Negative. Number 6. Oh.
Was I
Guess
right?
what? You. Let me make sure before I say yes and no.
I hope I was right. I pray I was right because that would be good for me.
Yeah. So your write-up is correct. It's actually, again, another one where the correct answer is one of the incorrect ones.
Okay, so that was the one I got, which was the one I picked.
Yeah.
It was a third one too. I'm not going to say which one it was. Obviously, you're like saying any information
Yeah.
about it, but it was the third one.
Yeah.
So I got that one
So-
right.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, awesome. And then I also have one more question about one more, which I have it on the write up too. You can literally see it. I didn't put the exact thing it wanted on the actual answer, but like it's literally close to it. I did 3 decimals instead of 4 in accident. It looks like it's 5 numbers on this, or 4 numbers to be exact after the decimal, but it's number 5.
Number 5. Okay,
And I did
hold on.
I did that one on my first paper as well. It's the third problem on my first page. I just forgot to add the negative in.
Let's see, number 5. Okay.
That should work too, right? Because there's one more number on the official answer, but like if you actually take into account like where the value is, it's literally right now. It's literally there.
Yeah, let me see. And then let me see your test, actual test. Number 5.
It should be on the first page, third one.
Yeah.
I did all the work and everything.
Okay.
Did I just round I might just forgot to maybe just round to the next number over, but Alex only put three numbers, but I had on my calculator when I put the value in for that one.
Yeah.
For LN, you know how it goes, obviously.
Yeah.
I officially did it, and that's what I got. I forgot to put the negative. I don't know why I forgot. I was literally like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I did all the work too.
So yeah, you're missing by a negative. Your answer is incorrect by a negative. And the other thing that I've noticed, I'm pretty sure you probably did this based on the video assignment, because the video assignment's showing you multiple ways of doing these kind of equations.
Yeah.
You probably did it based off of what's done for your video assignment.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, and that's fine, because it's an equivalent method of doing it. It's just not the way that I did it in class. That's it.
Okay.
So yeah, your answer looks correct, but because of the negative, you got it incorrect.
I got the negative in the work, didn't I?
Yes. But you didn't punch in the negative for the answer itself.
Oh man, that honestly sucks.
So, yeah. So that's what I'm saying, right? That's what the write-up is for.
Well,
since your answer is correct since the answer is correct in your write-up, right? I'll give you the full points for that one there.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. So yes, so I got the points for number 5 and the points for number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Is there any way you would mind changing it now just so I could be happy? I look at my grade and I get so sad. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Number 5, number 6.
That honestly brightened my day. I'm honestly probably just gonna do homework today. Honestly, I'm just I felt like I should have been better on this, but I still have another chance.
Yeah. Let me do those. Okay. So I still need to look through everything else, but so this grade isn't final for you yet.
Okay, no problem.
But there we go. So it should update in a second.
Awesome. Yeah, those were the only ones that I had a chance on. The other ones I just got wrong. Like they were just flat out wrong. Like I just did them wrong, or I just didn't do it the right way.
Right.
Perfect.
Sounds good
Thank
to
you.
me.
Thank you so much for all your help. You're awesome. I really do appreciate it.
Cool. No problem.
I'll see you Monday, okay?
See you Monday. Yep. All right, who's left? Who is left? Oh, six comments. Mashal, are you still here? No, Mohammed is still here.
Just we are three.
Huh?
I'm Mashal, and you?
No, Mashal's not here anymore. But you're here.
Okay.
I was thinking that Mohammed was, Mashal was here because he sent something. It happened again where I had to do something else on another screen, and the chat closed, so I didn't see Mashal.
Okay, so I have a quick question, like about the problem 13.
Yeah.
It says a 53 feet guide wire is tied to point at the top of an antenna. So if the angle of elevation is 40 degree, how far is it? So we have to find like the opposite, yeah?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
Because just the distance from the tower to the place where the wire tied.
Let me find yours. Okay. Oh, you don't have a submission
And
yet. I can't see it.
I have to submit like the works. I have to take pictures. I can submit it here, or I have to send it through email.
No. So if you go back to your assignments, there is a link for dang, what does it say? Oh, exam 2 write-ups. Okay, and that's the spot where you would want to take a picture of it.
But I have.
It's going to be
I'm using laptop, and it has only the front camera. I don't know how to take.
That's fine. Do you have Canvas on your phone?
Yeah, I have Canvas on my phone.
So if you access the same assignment on your phone, it should allow you to use the camera to take a picture.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
So just a warning, you got maybe 6 minutes before it closes up.
Okay.
So make sure you yeah.
I will submit it now, and so it shows like 100. I got 54 out of 130.
Say that again.
I mean, I submitted, but it shows like I got 54 out of 130.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know like the score is like it shows
So,
like first.
like I was telling everybody else,
Mhm.
your write-up is the backup.
Okay.
So let's say you got the wrong answer on something in on the exam, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll mark it wrong, okay?
Okay.
But I'll look at your work and see if you should get partial credit.
Okay.
So that was the point behind the work submission.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So if you did most of it correct, but you punched it, like for example, what happened to Hunter just now, he got the answer correct, but he forgot to put the negative in.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So for his problem, he's going to get close to full credit, if not full credit, because he had the answer correct. He just didn't punch in the negative.
So, like my canvas in the phone, so I'm at the assignment section where I can find the photos.
Yeah, you can upload the photos through the Canvas, the Exam 2 write-up assignment.
Exam 2 write-up.
Did you find it?
Yeah. Yeah. So I have to submit assignment. This I should click, yeah?
Yeah. It's going to ask you to take pictures.
Yeah. So I can take multiple pictures, yeah?
Right.
Then is it saving automatically use photo or retake?
If it's a good picture, then that's it. Go ahead, submit that.
So I mean, I have multiple papers.
Yeah. So take a picture of every page.
Okay, so another page, yeah. So with this coronavirus, we learned many things else.
Mohammed, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That's it.
Yeah, I said like this coronavirus learned us many things, just like we are now distance learning and also we are taking pictures and submitting. So a bit of additional stuff we learned from this virus.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, have a great day. Thank you.
All right, you too. Enjoy yourself for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
I'll see you on Monday.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye. And who is left? All right.